Now, this Saturday night, heavyweight boxing returns to talkSPORT. Daniel Dubois looks to upset the odds against Usyk. talkSPORT will bring you live and exclusive coverage of the event from Poland. One man who'll be out there, is out there for us, is talkSPORT's boxing pundit, Spencer Oliver. Spence, morning.
Morning, Spencer. How are you, mate?
Alan, Ali, how you both doing?
Ooh, you wouldn't want a backhander off the old man, would you? Eh? Oh, dear.
No, you certainly wouldn't, mate. You certainly wouldn't. He's a big old lump, John, and he's got a little bit fiery in his later years, isn't he? He sort of stole the show there yesterday, if I'm totally honest, and lost the plot a little bit, let's say.
Did he have a few wines, or was that just, because the table's gone over and all of a sudden everyone's off they're off their seats, the fists are up, and I'm like, hold on, is this real? I just can't go over. Is that real or not?
Well, listen, there's a little bit of WWE, if you ask me, if I'm totally honest. John's great at doing that. He's great at publicity, he's great at all that sort of stuff. He was like that out in Saudi when we went out of Saudi as well. And, listen, it definitely got eyeballs there. It's definitely got people talking, but emotions, let's just say, run a little bit high, didn't they?
Yeah. What about the fight then? Listen, I'm looking forward to Dubois coming back, right? Joyce was brilliant against him. But the big fella can punch, he can hit. Can he catch Usyk, or is he too clever for him?
Alan, that's the million-dollar question. It's all about, what Dubois is going to bring to the table. We know what Alexander Usyk's all about. And, we're in Rostov here, in effectively his hometown, because there's loads of Ukrainians that live here. 250,000 Ukrainians. We're not far away from the football stadium. There's an expected 43,000 fans going to be in there.
Wow.
Most of them are going to be Ukrainians, and it's going to be a hostile atmosphere. It really is. England actually are playing Ukraine on September the 9th. That's live on talkSPORT as well, in that same stadium. So, it's going to be a hostile atmosphere there. And, Daniel Dubois has got to be prepared for that because, it's about that ring walk. When he does that ring walk, the mindset, when the cameras come on, when the lights come on, it's how he holds himself together, because we know what Alexander Usyk's going to do. We know that he's one of those guys that's slippery, he likes to move, but he doesn't like it when you close the space. I think Anthony Joshua in round 9 of their second fight showed the blueprint on how to beat Alexander Usyk, and that's by bullying him. But he's got to be educated because Usyk is that smart. So, look, it's a tough job for Daniel Dubois. We all know that, but he's definitely got a shot, and he's got the punch power to finish it for sure. One punch, heavyweight boxing. You go back to 1990 in Tokyo, where you had Mike Tyson when he got turned over by Buster Douglas, and then you go more recently when you had Lennox Lewis, Oliver McCall, Lennox Lewis, Hasim Rahman. Upsets in boxing do happen. And there's a feeling out here that Daniel's got a real chance. I spoke to Don Charles, his trainer, actually. Spoke to him yesterday. And Don's in, full of spirits. Daniel's in a great place at the moment. We've got the open workouts today at 4 p.m. UK time. And, everyone's in really good spirits. We actually bumped into Adam Hamid and Nazim Hamid last night as well, up in the square, where Adam Hamid, Nazim's son, is making his debut on the undercard.
Wow.
Spencer, tell me, mate, you spoke about it, and we do occasionally see upsets, and I'm really looking forward to the fight of the weekend, and I genuinely hope he does well. But I tell you what, we're not going to see any upsets. Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou, are we? And I want to ask you about that potential fight, and also moving on to one that really interests me as well, and that's AJ Wilder.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, let's start with Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury. Entertainment. I think that Fury's been looking for a tick-over fight. The Saudis have offered him massive money for that. Francis Ngannou, I think we're going into the unknowns here, and you'll get a massive crossover. Like, one thing's for sure, the pay-per-view numbers will go through the roof, because Ngannou is a superstar in his own right, in his own field, in what he does, in the MMA. And Tyson Fury, as we know, is the world's #1 heavyweight. We're the best fighter on the planet currently. So, look, it's going to be great entertainment. It's going to be a great fight. Do I give Ngannou a chance? Definitely not. Fury's the man.
Yeah.
AJ Wilder.
AJ Wilder, that's a great fight. AJ needed a show-real knockout last time out against Helenius, and he got that in that 7th round. There was boos in the crowd just previous to that because people were wanting to see more. But what Joshua said was, listen, I've learned from my mistakes, from getting knocked out against Andy Ruiz. I was waiting for the right time, and when I seized it, the opportunity, and the knockout was exactly what he needed. That was the confidence booster he needed going into the Wilder fight. Does he need another fight before Wilder? Definitely not. I think that we see that fight, Saudi Arabia, in January. And, it's a good fight. And you've got to give AJ a real shot now, after that knockout.
Nice one, Spence. Thank you. Enjoy. Spencer Oliver, live from Poland, of course.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.